So guys, hello and welcome to today's session. Hope you all are doing great. I believe you all can see my screen.
Yes,
Mahesh, yeah.
Yes, Manish, we can see your screen.
Okay, great. So guys, as you know, today we are going to have a webinar and the topic is Oracle Cloud Applications, Benefit and Challenges. Okay, so purpose is to, bring all the like-minded people together where we can interact, we can share our ideas and all. So just to provide a platform. So this is an initiative. So today we have, three, we can say gurus from the speaker, very experienced guys. We have Mr. Chabil Agarwal. So he's the chartered accountant. And I believe most of the people here in the, audience, they are aware about Chabil. So I don't have to give the introduction.
some of the my gurus are also there actually in the call, looks like. Good to
Okay,
see
so
you all.
yeah, hello Chabil bhai. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So then
My
we
pleasure.
have Saurabh Singh. So Saurabh is also a very experienced resource from the Oracle domain. He's into HCM. So currently he's working as a general manager in a big product-based company. So it's a privilege to have Saurabh also with us. And we also have Kishore. So I have personally worked with Kishore, and I can say he's one of the best finance consultants in the industry. Okay, so thanks Kishore. So this is about speakers, and now we have a small data to share with you, and then probably speakers can take up. Okay. So guys, I mean, it's not going to be a long webinar, so it's going to be a quick one. First of all, we are going to present some data, and then the speakers will take up, and then we have a couple of points wherein we can discuss. And then we can have an open forum wherein all the people, they can share their inputs, their experiences and all, and then we can conclude it. All right. Okay. So this is something positive for you guys. Now, when we say Oracle Cloud's apps, so this is the largest ERP community. Okay, so Oracle Cloud applications, when we say, as per the data, by 2022, we have 9,000 happy customers. Probably now the figure has reached something around 12,000. So it's a huge number and a big number of happy clients, which is something very good. Oracle is investing and emphasizing a lot on Oracle Cloud apps. If you see something around 56 billion, dollar they have been investing in the R&D part to make it the leading SaaS. So it includes NetSuite also and Oracle Cloud as well. So Oracle is emphasizing a lot, right? So basically what is happening, earlier...
Manesh, sorry to interrupt. Manesh, can you, your like face is not coming. I think it is light is coming. So if you can come, that is better actually.
Okay, fine. Is it better now, guys?
Yeah. We want to see you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a new shirt. Thank you. Okay, so guys, what is happening now? If we see the traditional Oracle ERP, EBS, so there the relationship was quite different. That was like a vendor and customer. Okay, a typical one. But now the SaaS and Oracle Cloud, they have changed the relationship. Now is more into a business advisory role. Okay, so it's a stronger role now, stronger relationship, which is changing the environment, and this is good for ERP, for Oracle Cloud, right? So a little bit more facts and checks. So if we see the Oracle ERP Cloud, so in the implementations, we see something around 70% clients, they are using Oracle Financials Cloud. So Oracle Financial is the most popular one. Procurement, we see something around 39%. And then we have the others.
Okay. HCM is not there. I think HCM Cloud is the biggest one as per my...
So this is for Oracle ERP.
Okay, ERP. Okay. Right.
Okay. Yeah. And if we see the company side, so 72%. So basically, these are big companies which are using Oracle Cloud. If you see, I mean, the company is having more than 1,000 employees. And if you see only 6%, they are the small companies. Now in 2023, again, there is a small shift. So this is by 2022, this scenario, depending upon the company size, right? So now I think now we can start with the speakers. We have other, interesting topics also, which we will pitch in between the webinar. So I believe, Chabil bhai, now you can take up. We'll be eager to know challenges and benefits from your side, since you have actually great depth of experience. So you can now, if you have any slide, you can share, or you can just take up.
Actually, I have not made any slide because
No issue.
slide again. We are nowadays fed up with the PPTs. You know that everywhere PPTs. So just wanted to like share my personal experience. Actually, what is the, because since we all, I think most of you guys are already actually, I think, in the cloud space. Maybe some of the guys are slowly moving actually into that. So I will share my personal experience actually with reference to cloud. Some are good, some are bad. So it again depends like how we should take this forward. But ultimately, what I understood like from the market till now is that the cloud is the life actually. We cannot simply say that we cannot live in this space without cloud. And it is doing wonders also, because if you talk about in the Oracle space, so if you talk about Fusion, so Fusion is grabbing the market like big time. It is grabbing day by day. Once when I started on that time, I thought that how the cloud will take in India, it will not work. Or in the big companies, it is not going to work. But actually, it is a myth now, because big companies are actually going into the cloud now. They are slowly moving into this. Definitely, I would say that it is not directly we will actually simply make the lift and shift. We can do that. So the first of all is that one experience which I would say is that if somebody is a EBS customer and we say that we'll simply do lift and shift, we will pick and we'll put that into cloud, it is not going to work in that way, because there is a lot of process change. First of all, my experience is that cloud does not work on a requirement-based solution. If you take the requirement from you, because the EBS world we used to do it. Okay, give us the requirement. We'll make the design document. We'll make the understanding of that. We'll make the PAT. It doesn't work like this actually. It is a purely solution-based approach. We have to take it. We have to make. Like we have to configure the system and we'll show it to this. That this is the solution. Now you tell me what is left behind it. So it is other way around. Actually, it works. Requirement-based approach is not going to work actually into the cloud. This is my experience till now. Second one is that the biggest advantage which I have seen, because I worked in a bigger company, actually, a bigger implementation, not in a small implementation. Definitely, right. For small implementation, it is straight fit. Actually, immediately you buy and you simply implement it. You might do the implementation of financial maybe in 1 month. If it is a small enterprise, and I don't see any challenge in implementing in 1 or 2 months, actually, you just simply configure it, because configuration is also now a wizard based. There is no need to go and configure one by one. You create legal entity, create this. Everything can be done. You put the data into Excel and it can be done. So right. Definitely and it is more of a functional oriented solution actually. So earlier we used to have the dependency of many technical guys, many DBAs and everything. Nothing is going to work. Simply you have one URL and simply start working on that. And it is a functional based solution. It is mainly, I think 70 to 80% functional guys can implement directly actually into the system. Okay, that is one. Second one is, because nowadays all companies are going into a shared service model. Every company, because they cannot survive having multiple places, multiple shared service centers, multiple places, multiple people are sitting to do the finance work or supply chain work or making invoices, payments. So every bigger companies are moving actually purely into a center of shared service kind of a model. So in that shared service model, this is the biggest advantage of cloud right now is that they have come up with a solution by which I can manage like 500 branches, 500 companies, 500 places all across the world can be managed here at one place. And accounting compliance, legal compliance, taxation compliance, all things can be very well taken care of actually into the system by the procurement, by the, I would say, shared service model. So that is the biggest advantage, I would say. Then reporting, definitely reporting has improved a lot. So the kind of a reporting earlier we were having actually into the EBS, that had changed. So this is the advantage part. And because I will not take much time because there are other guys also, but definitely from a challenge point of view, because there are definitely challenges also, because in a company, bigger company, system doesn't, because what we think as a consultant is that the company should work as per Oracle system. It's system like life doesn't work like this actually. Your system should work as per the business. Business should not work as per your system, right? So that kind of a approach normally a consultant has, because a IT consultant always think in that area that, okay, that's how the implementation should work. That's how the product is working. That's how the business should work. But business does not work like that. Business, a good IT system is that which works as per business. Your system should have that kind of a flexibility so that business can also work in that way. So from a flexibility point of view, definitely once you're getting into a cloud, there is a challenge. Like if I talk about small personalizations, small condition-based personalization, you can do it to an extent. But if you want to do a conditional personalization, like some condition that, okay, if this is the value in this field, then in next value, this check should work. So that kind of a personalization is still a challenge. And in a bigger company, there is a lot of resistance coming from the user because they are used to EBS. And EBS is an excellent system. We all know that. We have implemented, I think everybody would have implemented maybe 10 or 15 implementation. So EBS is an excellent system. So definitely a mindset of the Oracle users are that if Oracle EBS can do it, why I can't do it actually into the cloud? Right. So that mindset change management is the biggest challenge which I have seen through in my implementation. Right. And something related to security, because if I'm going into a shared service model, so in that shared service, because in the shared service, we don't have all qualified peoples. We have people who are getting salary 50,000, 70,000, 60,000. So in that, definitely system accuracy, the people want that some kind of a control should be built in actually into the system. So if somebody, it's more of an idiot prop solution should be there. So that kind of a thing, still it is evolving. So day by day, we are talking to the product also that how they can improve it. So it is improving day by day. And as and when we are raising an idea system, definitely Oracle is coming back and come up with and they're asking that how we can do that. Right. So it is evolving, and I would say that cloud is the only life going forward for at least for us who are the bread and butter for us. So definitely cloud is important, and I am available for any time for any kind of a suggestion, help, or any kind of a solution. Wherever you need any kind of assistant, I'm always there to you guys. And I think some of the guys are already worked with me actually in the I can see that. Yep. Thank you. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot. I think that's what from my side.
Yep. Thanks, Shabil. Thank you very much. And I think that was really good, great insight. So now we have Saurabh. I will request Saurabh to take up. Saurabh, please share your experiences. Really thrilled to listen to that.
Sure, Manish. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I joined a little late. I'm not sure if the introduction part had already been done by the time I joined. So I'll quickly introduce myself. Manish, was the introduction done or should I take one?
No, definitely do it, Saurabh. That's my question.
Okay, sure. So yeah, so I come from HCM background. I have been working in EBS space and cloud space since almost 16 years now. Started as a developer from companies like Accenture and Deloitte, and then moved on to currently handling few projects in one of the Fortune 100 companies. So in very short, that's about me. So when I was given a very short notice by Manish to talk about Oracle benefits and challenges, I quickly actually prepared a few slides. I don't know if I have the permission to share it, Manish. Can I share it? Do I have that?
A sort of expert like you don't require any time.
Yeah, you can share. Saurabh. Please go ahead and share
Yeah,
it.
please go ahead. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Let me see. Mm, yeah. Is this screen visible?
Yes, Saurabh. We can see your screen.
Great. Perfect. All right. So, I wanted to utilize this time of, whatever we have, let's say 5 or 7 minutes to talk about, because we as consultants, I myself have worked, before getting into management part, I worked as a consultant for approximately 10 years. So, the way I look at it is, before going into benefits and challenges, let's see what ERP is, right? So, although, I mean, this is my experience. We tend to work for 10 years, but still do not know or do not completely understand the context from where it is coming. So with that in mind, I will quickly talk about this, this slide. So, you know, I just want to, make it clear where does ERP fit in this space. Digital transformation is a very fancy word. We all keep on hearing about it, right? I mean, anything latest is digital transformation. So why is ERP important, and why we should all feel proud about what we are doing? So digitization, if you see here, this is where it all started. I'm talking about 1990s here, right? So 1995, 1996. So digitization meant at that time usage of MS Access and Excel, Microsoft Excel and things like that, where things were mainly inputted by hand, but with digitization kicking in, people started using digital tools, basic digital tools like, let's say, Excel notepads and such things. After that, in somewhere in 2000, 2002, 2005, digitalization came in. And with digitalization, ERP came in, right? So this is the ERP phase, basically. I'm talking about time period of 2002, 2005. So, uh, so what digitalization did was, see, the core function or the core aim of ERP is that how do we aggregate the data of all the important functions at one place in one database, right? Ultimately, that's the aim of any ERP. Let's say, we are dealing with HCM data, we are dealing with ERP, finance, account payables, account receivables data, we are dealing with projects data. So ultimately, the business value gets derived when all the data from all these basic or core functions of business gets captured and stored in one central repository, one central database. So that is what ERP is, right? So, and now after ERP, after ERP, so ERP saw two phases, phase one in 2002 to 2005, and then this cloud phase, right? In approximately, I think, 2010, 2012, where the cloud systems, cloud ERP systems came in. And then digital transformation. Now, when we say digital transformation, it is all about cloud computing, uh, all about AI, ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, about SMAC, social mobility, analytics, big data analytics, all those fancy words. We'll quickly touch on these as well. And this is just a denotation that for any ERP to move towards digital transformation, the key area is business analytics. The amount of analytics that we can derive from ERP is a key. So with this context, I'll just quickly move to this slide, and then I'll talk about the benefits and challenges, which, I mean, the topic that Manish gave me to talk about. So if you see here, we all should feel proud. We are all Oracle products in a way. So top 10 ERP vendors for 2023 for big businesses. Now this is in terms of revenue. Number of Fortune 500 companies cater to. And in fact, many more factors. If you are interested to know how this is derived, you can go to this website. I've given the reference. So Oracle stands at the top. So it is a hands down winner, right? So there is no doubt about it. If we are working in ERP space and we are working for Oracle, there is nothing like it, right? And then SAP, very obvious choice. Microsoft, Infor, Sage. We see lots of Sage implementations nowadays, particularly in US. So these are basically top 10. I'll not go into each of these. Now, this is for big businesses, right? I also quickly wanted to show you for small businesses what's the scenario. So for small businesses, again, Oracle stands at the top with NetSuite. Uh, this is a huge space. We all feel very proud of startup ecosystem in India, right? So as the companies grow, the first, I would say the first uh, step for a company towards digitalization is any ERP, right? Will have to keep this in mind that as the country is growing, as the startup ecosystem is growing, demand for ERP would not decrease, rather increase significantly. I see lots of and hear lots of negative thoughts about there are so many players in the market, so what will happen and all those things. It's only going to go up, believe me, not going to go down. So this was just to bring some context to it. If you want more information, you can go to this website and read about it. So that's all from the slide. Uh, right. So I'll quickly talk about benefits and challenges as such, right, in very short. So I think for ERP system, the benefits come from uh, uh, when there are many modules, right? So an ERP system when caters to many modules or all aspects of business, that's where the power of ERP comes in. If
Yeah.
everything, if every aspect of critical data is captured in one ERP, and why is that? Because then the data analytics works well, right? So analytics piece, we hear about big data analytics and all those things. So if all the core functions are there, we can derive great insights and make some meaning out of it for business. So in that sense, Oracle again is at the top. So that's one benefit I can see. If we look at Oracle, it caters to almost all the core functions of business. Now, how effective or efficient that is another thing, but at least it caters to everything. When I have to talk about challenges, I'll look at where it is, whether any ERP system is taking me to digital transformation or not, or it is just stopping at digitalization.
Right.
So digital transformation means it must be cloud based, number one. So yes, absolutely, Fusion is cloud based. Whether it is predictive in nature, when we run reports, can it predict something, right? Is it that capable that it can predict something? For example, I come from HCM background. Let's say a hiring process is going on, right? So can my ORC, Oracle Recruitment Cloud, predict whether this guy is going to join or not? You know, such type of prediction or predictive analytics when it comes in Oracle, I think it'll do wonders. Again, when we talk about digital transformation, blockchain is a critical piece. So I think Kishore is here. So blockchain, I think, is currently being used in ERP and smart contracts to some extent. So that is one good news that Oracle is thinking about latest technologies and using these things. And then big data analytics, structured unstructured data, whether Oracle can cater to that.
Right.
So lots of benefits. Uh, few disadvantages. The I think the good news is Oracle is working towards that. So Oracle is a good feature in short. If I have to summarize, I'll say Oracle is a good feature. So we all should keep on exploring the digital transformation part of it, and uh, not keep away from customizing Oracle. Right? I from my experience of 15 years, I see businesses uh, sometimes struggle, because they have this feeling or notion that there should be zero customization. It cannot be the case. So, if we, bring some elements of automation and customizations, it will do wonders. So that's all from my side.
Okay, great, Saurabh. You have touched upon a very interesting topic, digital transformation, and we were just talking to have a separate webinar for this. This is something very important. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
That was really good. Okay, Kishore, please go ahead and try to wrap up in 4 minutes, 5 minutes, Kishore.
Okay. No problem. So thanks for first of all giving this opportunity, Manish. So my name is Kishore Kumar Mandava. I based out of Hyderabad. So I'm having 15 years of experience into Oracle Financials as a functional consultant. So today, actually, I just picked up. Of course, I'm not going to highlight major features and benefits that we have. You are all aware of, like FBDA, AFDA, BAP reports, FR Studio, and all this stuff. So I'm not going to highlight them. So today I just want to discuss about few things that I have noticed at the ground level, being a layman when I'm working as a consultant. So I just want to highlight that. First, I want to start with the backlogs. I mean backdrops where system is lacking of currently in Fusion. Then I'll take you through the benefits that I have noticed. First of all, what I have noticed from my side, when we are dealing with high volume of data, means creating use data with FBDA or AFDA, I can see a lot of performance issues there. And also, when you want to extract annual reports or quarterly based, okay, from GL standpoint, I'm talking about. So system is lacking of fetching the data. So this kind of performance issues I am noticing nowadays.
Or you are not audible. Sorry.
Then another thing is like can you hear me?
A little break in your voice, Kishore. Little bit of, I think, net issue, connectivity issue. Please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, better.
Go ahead.
No, maybe
Sorry.
you can switch off your video so that.
Yeah, today we have power outage, so having
okay.
a backup. Yeah, sorry.
No
Yeah,
problem.
so you can see my screen, right? At least.
Yes, it is appearing.
Screen.
You are sharing something, Kishore?
I don't know. We can't see anything.
Is it? Oh, sorry. I think
Maybe you have to just, if you are sharing something, please.
Yes, now it's appearing.
we can see, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so I quickly recap, like initially what I mentioned, like dealing with high volume of data means creating high volume of data through FBDA or AFDA templates. Like we are seeing some performance issues I've seen, and also extracting the reports, extracting the data with quarterly or annually. That is still few reports are not capable of fetching the data. That's what I can see the challenges. Then another thing is employee expense report level. Let's say when you are dealing with globally, like big clients. So globally we used to have certain payment methods, right? They are visible across all the models. In the employee expense report level, what happened, like you are not having straightforward option to restrict that payment method. Okay, because of that, like you are in the situation to put the validations for all the payment methods. But the moment you put the validation for all the payment methods, there are some countries where they want to use certain payment methods for manual adjustments or manual payments, where they don't want system to trigger any validations. Okay, kind of bank account number is required, or bank branch country is required, kind of these kind of validations. So this is one challenge, like I have noticed. Then another thing is, like you are also having the expense level, again you are also having challenge to when you are applying cross currency cash advances with employee expenses. Means if my cash advance is in USD, if my employee expense is in INR, like so you are having system limitation to apply that. Then another thing is I can see sending and capturing of local statutory specific data during third-party integrations. This is something I can give you one example. Let's say when we are dealing with the Philippines, Costa Rica, Mexico, and these countries, right? They have a local statute requirement to capture 16-digit, 20-digit, statutory invoice numbers. They will use that for auditing, and they will use the same thing to send the invoice to the customers, and customers reference to that local statutory numbers while making the payment. So we can see the limitation when we are integrating the data. We can see the limitation to generate such kind of numbers from Oracle and sending to the third-party system. And also, we are also having limitations when let's say if any invoice gets stamped or processed by, let's say in India, let's take an example of in India. In India, we normally send all the invoices to third-party. We have a third-party vendor called EDCOM. So when we are sending, EDCOM will help us to send the data to GST authority. GST authority, and they will stamp it and they will send it back. While sending back, we are also storing that response. But what happens in some countries, they will send the UUID, unique identification number. In few countries, we call it as a GUI. In few countries, we call it as a DSP key kind of thing. So sometimes it is 16 digits, sometimes it is even 28 digit kind of thing. So we are having limitations to capture that at the air invoice level. That is a one thing. Then another one is, we are having very limited DFS. That's what I have noticed. Means, of course, in Oracle Fusion, when you want to fulfill all the business requirements, as Shabil said, business should not work as per Oracle system. Oracle system should work as per business, right? I like that statement. So when business, coming up with the requirements in Oracle Fusion, since we have a few challenges, if you want to customize, so we can use the DFFs to deal with such kind of requirements. Since we are having very limited DFFs, we are not able to fulfill certain requirements by dealing with big clients across all the globe. That is the one thing I have noticed. Then another thing is I can see across all the pages in Fusion currently. Even I have raised a lot of ERs also with Oracle searching. When user, being a layman, when user wants to search any data in few forms, few pages, it's really challenge. They need to improve a lot in that searching criteria. For example, inquiry account balances, certain fields, the moment you enter the key information, it has to come out of, it is coming in few pages, it comes in few pages, it will not come. So they need to improve a lot from the searching standpoint in lot of pages, even customer inquiry account balances, and also tax pages also.
Some consistency also needs to be maintained actually for the searches. That is also module to module, it differs actually. Module to module. Correct. So that challenges are there. Anyway.
Yes. Yeah. And also account analysis report standpoint, when we are working, of course, this is the most common requirement I have received from various across big clients. So the current standard account analysis report is not up to the mark to where it is not giving all the required mandatory key information. I'm not talking about additional information. Forget about that. So they need to enhance this account analysis report a lot. So I have also raised ER for this. Then referencing a few fields information across all the models. So what I mean is, for example, if you want to transfer certain data when you are creating FA, fixed asset from AP, right? You are still lacking of transferring certain information that you are capturing at the invoice line level. That is really helpful. For example, asset serial number. Let's say when you are purchasing laptops, right? You need to capture a tag number, asset tag number, that laptop tag number, laptop serial number, etc. Right? So you are having option to capture into AP, but you are not having option to transfer the same data to FA. So having said that, so what is happening? Business is really having challenge to go to the FA and manually capture that information. Of course, they are end of the day, what they are doing, they are taking third-party tools. Sorry.
Kishore, I'm really sorry to interrupt here. Okay, so actually thing is, guys, we have to, wrap up in something around 40 minutes. I mean, these points are really good. I really appreciate Kishore. I mean, these are the actual points after working so many years.
Actually, this shows that he has worked a lot.
Absolutely, I really appreciate.
Wonderful slide, I will say. And I think we need a separate session, complete session from Kishore. Kishore, hats off to you, boss. This is a wonderful slides you have prepared.
This clearly shows that he has worked a lot actually into this. These all are the real challenges actually.
Actually, that is the reason I mentioned one of the best consultants in finance when it comes to Oracle Cloud.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your statement is true, Manish, and I am really thrilled to see these slides. And everybody, Saurabh and Chabil sir, both everybody has put a variety of prospects. Digitization, then what actually project management side Chabil has bring up, and I really appreciate. I think we should quickly do another webinar to continue this particular piece. Because we have other segments we want to cover in this particular session, but I don't
No
think
problem.
time for that at this point of time. But yeah, so any closing comments from Kishore before we try to wrap up this?
No, I mean, nothing like, if we have another webinar, like, I
Yeah,
really
sure.
want to share a few other things which I have noticed. I'm really interested to share. That's
Absolutely.
fine.
Sure, I will
I know.
connect with you actually. I think this is, and definitely we will try to improve also.
Yeah, definitely. And we have also implemented certain kind of, solutions and customizations. That too, mainly we have done a lot of form level personalizations in Fusion. A lot of people, they think like, just 1 minute, Manish, I will not take more than that. In Fusion,
No, absolutely. So, but this can log off. So in case it logs off, so thanks to all of you in advance. Please go ahead, Kishore.
Okay, got it. So form level personalization based on the conditions, right? We did a lot actually. A lot of people, they think like, we have a limitation in Fusion. Of course we have, but not a lot, like, up to some extent, like, we can do that by using some conditions. We can do form level personalization. We have done this in various pages.
It's an excellent solution, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
The only thing is definitely in each of the product, you take any product in the world, there are certain improvements is a part of life actually. So that is anyway, it is keep on going on. So it's an excellent solution. It is not a requirement based. It's a purely go to the customer. This is the solution. I think that's how
absolutely.
it should be implemented.